Right, everyone, WeaponCollector here. Right, so yeah, back again. I'll be on for about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours, maybe 2 hours, 50 minutes, I don't know. So yeah, before anyone gets on, I'll do a little intro bit, because I normally do this intro bit for people if they're re-watching. All right, Andrew, by the way, yeah, because the thing is, if there aren't a lot of people watching, you won't see this intro anyway. But if you ever want to support this channel, if you're re-watching this and you ever want to support me, there are various ways you can if you want. There's a Patreon account. You get your name on there if you do. All right, Iron Man. Yeah, for $1 a month or 80p a month, you can get your name on there and sort of advertise the channel a little bit. And it all helps to pay for my videos because I don't have ads and I also don't work or sign on. So my only income is through things like Patreon and people using my affiliate links and supporting me. All right, Slingshot. All right, Liam. So there's Patreon, there's also affiliate links, eBay, Amazon, and Gearbest. So if you shop at those websites, use my links and I get something like 7 to 10% of what you spend at no extra cost to you. And to do that, all you have to do is any one of my videos, go to the description, scroll down a bit, and you'll see the links. Use those links, and then I'll get a bit of money for you doing your shopping, basically. And then there's a bit of merchandise if you want it. So there, t-shirts, hoodies, loads of things, but there's loads of designs as well. Yeah, and then there's also PayPal donations if you want, but I don't ask people to do that. So let's see who's on. So Zed, Liam, Novice Prepper, Student Survival, right, mate? You'll see your name come up in a minute. You keep an eye on there. You'll see it come up in a second. Peach, Slingshot, Nell. You right, everyone? Let me just show you something quickly. Hang on. Not going to be anything special, but take that. Right, that's it. Right. So Liam said my Finnish M71 mask came in the post today, and the filters turned out I actually got 4. There's 2 in a pack, so 4 filters for just under £4. Ah, fucking hell, that is good, isn't it? Student Survival says, hello everyone, glad to be part of the community here. Oh, by the way, Student Survival is one of the Patreon supporters. You'll see his name come up soon if it hasn't already. Thank you for that, by the way, Student Survival. I really appreciate that. It does help out a lot. Pete says, fuck links. I use Old Spice. I've never used Old Spice, but I've got a bit of Brute. Slingshot Warrior said he'll be shooting his crossbow next Sunday. Nice one, mate. Nell said hello to everyone. Novice was saying hello. Student Survival was the first time being able to sit in one of these streams. Love the visual. Ah, thank you, Student Survival. I appreciate that, mate. Yeah, good to see you on. Yeah, you can join in with our random chats now. Pete said I have the t-shirt. It's good quality. Yeah, they're all right, aren't they? They're all right. Noodles, right, mate? Iron Man, Rich. Anyone else right said hello to? Yeah, 9 PM already, Marcus. You right, mate? Yeah, look, I found out how to do the slow mode finally. Or maybe I'll take it off 45 seconds in a minute. I just whacked it on just for a second. Marcus, good. I didn't like it last night. Far too fast. It was a bit too fast, wasn't it? I really couldn't get a chance to fucking answer people, could I? It was just for the whole thing, wasn't it? Iron Man said, what's the worst? That joke was worse than Daryl's joke, Mike. What joke? I never told one. Oh, what? The slow mode? Is that what you mean? I've got to show you the slow mode. That wasn't supposed to be a joke. Right, where am I? Remember, yeah, the 4 filters are not 40mm, a proprietary one, but I reckon it'll be able to mod them. Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard, should it? With a bit of that old plumber's tape or something, or like you said with the O-rings, that would work, wouldn't it? I've been looking forward to tonight's chat. I've been bored shitless today, so I actually couldn't wait tonight. Student Survival said, we're excited our WC shirts came in. Very satisfied to represent. Ah, nice one. Did you get one, did you? I didn't know. Because I never know who gets them unless they say, but I don't know. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm quite happy with these. You know, Leonard, right, mate? Pete said, at WeaponCollector, no, my joke. You said use links. And I said fuck links. I used others. Ah, for fuck's sake. I wondered why you'd written that. Went straight over my head, Pete. Weapons and stuff said, as said on Twitter, work went really well. We were very quiet and had loads of staff in. So cakewalk compared to last week. Yeah, it sounded good. I didn't have a chance to message you about that. But yeah, that sounds good. It's nice to have a day like that where it just, you know, get to talk to your mates or something, isn't it? Jed said, don't forget to like the chat, like the stream, he said. Yeah, 15 watching, 7 likes. Come on. Should at least be 15. I'm Man Spartan said, did you check out the body armor link on Amazon? Yes, I did, mate. I found it. And I've put it in my watch list now. So yeah, I might try and get some of that. Funny thing is, I had seen that one. That's the one I looked at. Yeah, that's why I asked. I wanted to check it was the same one, or it was the one I'd seen. Yeah, I've been on that one myself, man. Yeah, I'll look into that. T2, right, mate? Yeah, everyone just feel free to talk about whatever you want. You know, if someone brings up a topic, we'll start talking about it. Everyone knows the score here, don't they? Yeah. What's the microphone in that like? It should be. I'm pretty sure I've got the right mic on. I've got the fan on. That not you can't hear that or anything. I dreamt today or this morning that I had the doorbell go, and I thought maybe my bit of wood had come for here, but itchy fucking nose already. Yeah, but it wasn't. Maybe Monday then. That's good. Yeah, sounds fine. Can't hear the fan. That's all right. Yeah, I found out how to do the slow mode. It's a bit of a weird thing to do. There's no option on here. So what I had to do, you have to go on to live streaming events, and then you can find like this there. So you can do it from there. I'll tell you what, as there's not loads on, I'll shorten it down a little bit. So you got an extra 15 seconds now. Noodle said to Marcus, did you get photos? What was that for, Marcus? Oh, do me a favour, mate. Video going under the Lincoln Tunnel. I like that, Jenny. All right, it's he's going to do one for you. My man said I gave my stab-resistant gloves that came with the armour to my brother. He's a chef, so he'd get more use out of them. Yeah, they're a bit weird, those gloves. I never trust them personally. You definitely want to. I would never test it myself with them. You know what I mean? I would never put them on and do that. But I've put them on the floor before and gone like that with a standing knife and cut straight through it. So I'd be very careful. Don't ever test them wearing them like you see people do, because you never know. You know what I mean? Well, right, mate. Mark said to Noodles, not checked my mail yet, bud, but thanks in advance. Rich said, haven't done much today. Tried doing some deadlifts, but back was playing up. We'll probably have to lower the weight for a few weeks. Yeah, I ain't done anything today. Fucking sod all, really. I had a strange dinner. Oh yeah, I had my lunch and my dinner. Uploaded that video that no one bloody watched. I don't know if it hasn't been shared. How many of you lot was aware I uploaded a video on an air rifle today? And that's about it, really. I haven't really done anything today. But no, yeah, it'd be lower the weight, Rich. You should be, that should help, shouldn't it? Zed said to Marcus, I counted my collection, by the way. It came to a fair bit more than 40. What, Swiss Army penknives? Fucking hell. Yeah, that's the one thing I haven't got a load of, purely because they are quite expensive, aren't they, for what they are? They're worth the money, but they are quite expensive for what they are, which is a small penknife. But I do think they're worth it, though. Liam wasn't aware at all. Now, I suspect, no, it didn't get sent out properly. And also the shooting competitions only had 145 views. So I suspect that hasn't been sent out properly either, sadly. It's annoying, because that's the one I wanted to get shared, and it hasn't. Iron Man said, I would not trust them either, Mike. I want some chainmail gloves. They cost 60 quid each, though. I saw your video, Mike. Yeah, chainmail I would trust, yeah. I think it was Simon Flint, who used to do tactical bushcraft. He suggested getting those the butcher's gloves and then having like a work glove over it for the grippiness of it, if you know what I mean. Marcus said they used to cheap when you could buy them on eBay. Oh, what's his own pen knives on eBay? Yeah. Until they banned selling them on there. Oh, you watched it, did you? Now, thank you. Yeah, I noticed quite a few. There wasn't a lot of comments on there or views. It's weird, which made me suspect. See, most of you lot probably get them because I think most of you lot are regular viewers. The more of a regular viewer you are, the more likely you'll get it. But yeah, it seems like the last 2 or 3 videos haven't really gone anywhere. The film club barely had any views and any comments. Pete said I have 2. One was my dad's, and the other was a small one that my mum found. Swiss Army pen knives. Yeah, I think I've got 2. My blue one that I got off of Scalagrin years ago, one off of him from the competition, and a little like 4-bladed one, 2 small blades and 2 other things. Marcus said to me, oh no, I read that, didn't I? Zed said to Marcus, no, not all Swiss Army pen knives, my traditional and sack and modern slip joints. Then it said I got a notification video. Oh, you got it, did you, Len? Funny thing is, I just saw your comment today. I didn't even know I had it about your dad being in the SBS. That was in my spam, and I just saw that today. I bet you sent that ages ago, didn't you? I just saw that today. I was searching through my spam, and that was in there. Because I was checking it to see where all my comments was going. So yeah, I approved that today, but then it sort of disappeared, and I didn't know what video it was on. Tim said, got a notification about those 2 videos, just haven't had time to watch them. You're right, Timbo, by the way. That's all good. I just wondered. Out of curiosity, I wondered. Zed said to Marcus, 68 in total. I may have a couple somewhere, though. A couple more somewhere, though. Noodle said, I'm not going to lie. I don't really care about air rifles. No, I see what you mean. But you did see it come up, though, did you? Patriotic Brit. You're right, mate. I don't know how many knives I've got. I don't count them very often, if I, in all honesty. Yeah, that's good. At least it was there, though, Noodles. I know what you mean. No, I quite often get subscriptions that I don't watch. You know what I mean? Because not everyone's interested in everything, are they? Krylon, right, mate? Yeah, it's a bit easier with the slow mode on. Get liking, everyone. If I remember, I'm going to do because you can do the thumbnails for these before you upload it, before you go live. I'm going to print out a picture, maybe a speech bubble that I can hold next to so I can hold my cup up in this hand and the speech bubble up in the other one, saying, don't forget to check out the links and all that shit. Get your merchandise in. It all helps. It massively helps. I'm going to have a new board up here soon because of the Patreon and that. Marcus said you got the real deal rifles, eh, mate? To Noodles. Patriot Bits. I've got myself a spiked bayonet today. Bayonet number 4, the British number 4 bayonet. That sounds good. I know the ones. Yeah. Saying about that, Rich, did you ever do any more of your crossbow bayonets? Yeah, pig sticker, that's it there. Dad said Marcus collections seem to grow without being noticed, I find. I suspect there may be some naughty knife sex going on whilst we aren't looking. I was paused for a second then because I didn't know where that was going when I saw the sex bit. Whose birthday is it today, anyway? It's someone's birthday tonight, isn't it? Is it yours, Patriot Brit? It's someone's birthday tonight. Yeah, that's it now. Yes, I'll have to write it down. Yeah. Get on Twitch, like the stream. Check out the affiliate links. Buy the merchandise. But yeah, that's what I was thinking, because you can put the thumbnail on before you even do the video for these. I don't know if you noticed me holding up, going, I had to pose for that. Nice to say, bloody lol, bloody true. Same with torches. No, I don't mind. I don't mind food talk early on. Iron Man, it's food talk at 11 o'clock that I don't like. I don't mind early on food. Yeah, Iron Man says sorry to talk about food. Just about to eat a lovely jerk chicken pizza. All for me. Lovely. I'll tell you my dinner in a minute. I had quite a strange. I had quite a strange lunch and dinner actually. T2 said bad day at work today. Glad to get home. Had kebab. The alcohol's flowing well. Yeah, you are indulging tonight, aren't you? Jerk chicken pizzas and fucking kebabs. Yeah, I don't mind talking about it early because I've just eaten myself. It's when someone mentions it at 11 o'clock when I'm hungry and I've only got 2 hours till I go to bed. That's the nightmare. I fucking ate last night because a sandwich got mentioned. When it comes to food, I've got no fucking willpower, I tell you. Mention fucking food, that's me. I'm fucking done. Rylan says, listen while driving. Noodle said to Marcus, I also have air rifles. It's just hard to shoot them in Jersey. They're considered a firearm and you can't shoot firearms in your back garden. Did not know that. Alright, where was I? Richard said, no, not yet, Mike. I plan to make them like a knife. Oh, yes, you were going to change it, weren't you? With a pommel and a wooden handle and a guard so that it can be used like a normal knife, just with a weaver rail attachment. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Yes, if you could do it right, you could actually do it. Well, I don't know. I'm going to say you might be able to do it like a traditional bayonet with a sort of type of a ring and a mount and then a handle in between, like a bayonet. They're not decent to Marcus. Luckily, I managed to keep my torch collection down to what I actually have a use for. I can be tempting sometimes, though. Well, when it comes to torches and knives, you know, like the extra ones you manage to get hold of, I'm lucky because I normally use those for Christmas presents or birthday presents because I don't have to pay for it. You know what I mean? Iron Man said, "You are real, Mike TV from Charlie and Chocolate Factory." Yes, that's me. I ain't got no willpower when it comes to food, though, Iron Man. I tell you, that's my fucking weakness, mate. Yeah. Augustus Gloop, whatever the fuck his name is. Yeah, you mentioned fucking food, that's it, I'm done. So I had for my lunch 200% beef burgers, thin ones. Didn't have no like rolls, so I got 4 slices of bread, got a great big cookie cutter, cut them into round, same as the burger, toasted them. I had a bit of cheese, tomato, burger, gherkins, and some sauce. I had 2 of those. And then for my dinner, I don't know if is tarka dal actually lentils. I either had tarka dal or a lentil tarka dal with 2 baked onions with cumin and turmeric on it and cayenne pepper. A red one and a white onion and some roasted courgette or zucchini, I think the Americans call them. Right, where am I? Richard said, gotta go. Someone just come up. See you in a bit, Rich. Hope everything's all good. Marcus said, same with me, Mike. Seafood, eat food. That's it, innit? I'm fucking, when it comes to food, I got no willpower, mate. You know, in the evening, you know, I can other times, but if someone, my worst one's in the evening, though. If someone mentions fucking food and then I get it in my head, I have to eat something. Will, you right, mate? I imagine I have tits. I have no willpower either. Fuck's sake. 22 said to Marcus, one of the lads serviced the car yesterday and it came in the morning pouring that petrol. He missed the rotten fuel pipe, which I had to sort out for free. And we were mental busy. Really pissed me off. Don't sound like you had a good day then, T2. Jumbo Sabu, you right, mate? So he wants to the blow up doll. Where'd that come from? I don't mean where did the doll come from. Where did that comment come from? They're not decent. I had lasagna for dinner tonight. Didn't have any lunch though. I was far too good at breakfast. That's good though, isn't it? Marcus said if I hear the word coffee, I have to have one. Yeah, food's the worst one for me. That's why I say it. Honestly, when it gets late and I say don't talk about food, I genuinely mean it. Because if you do, the slightest fucking mention, I have to go and eating a fucking sandwich or something. But I don't mind that much. But I had to end up sitting awake till 3 o'clock yesterday because of eating at 11. You had a pot noodle today now. What one you had? Let's get all the food out nice and early. Double Sabu, that food you're on about, Mike. Oh, fuck's sake. Coffee. Marcus having a coffee then. Will said, been looking for my cat all day. Go on, bloody. Listen, that's a shame. What do you reckon? Do you reckon she's just. Or I say she, I don't know. What do you reckon? When I said to Marcus, thanks. Now I need one as well. I'll just make a decaf though as it's 9 p.m. Like I said to now, I love pot noodles. Yeah, Bombay Bad Boy. I had a Bombay Bad Boy again recently after years of not being able to have them because of painful hiccups, and it was all right. It didn't give me it. So yeah, I can eat Bombay Bad Boys again now, and enjoy them. Yeah, I like the taste of them. They're nice, aren't they? Iron Man said I had a blow up doll. The bits left me. I didn't know she was full of helium. Yeah, Iron Man started on the jokes now. Reverend Stuff said had leftover chicken curry, chips, and onion bhaji. Yeah, onion bhaji. Well, that's with the onions I made today. I tried to make them like a poor man's onion bhaji without frying them. They was all right. Londinium, you right, mate? And so just caught your stream as I testing a knife. Are you still out there? Are you? I've watched all your videos today. I just ain't commented on them. I'm so I can't beat a Bombay Bad Boy. Now, they're nice, aren't they? Patriotic Britain. Coffee is rubbish. Coffee is rubbish. Tea is better. My thing is I don't like milk. So and black tea's a bit too bitter. Like in a weird way. Like coffee's obviously bitter as well. But I only drink black coffee because I don't like milk. And it's harder to drink black tea. Pete said wrong. I've chicken and mushroom one. That's what I'm always trying to get people here to buy different kinds. They did last time, actually. They bought a load of different ones. But yeah, normally you'd come home with a fucking load of chicken and mushrooms. So said I even risked it and added the bad boy sausage to it. Yeah, I do. I used to add extra. Landini said, what's up, Mike and all? Did you notice your last stream chat was deleted, mate? No, I didn't. I'll have to look at that. No, I didn't know that. I'll have a look at that then later. No, I did not know that. Thank you for letting me know that, London. I'll write that down. Was it gone, has it? It's not on the replay. Yeah, there's nothing on it, was there? Like, I know I have occasionally had to hide the streams because we've, but then you can just delete individual comments, can't you? That's weird. I'll check that out later. Unless I've done something wrong on here and it's not saving it or something, who knows? Right, I'm going to have to put the slow mode on slightly longer because I'm getting a bit behind now. Good job this one happening yesterday. I had to fucking rush through it like fuck yesterday, didn't I? Weapons off said decaf gives him headaches. Marcus said to the weapons off, decaf gives him headaches. Iron Man said, is there a trans policy on sex? I don't know. And wasn't there a program about the women who had to deal with the fucking the women who worked in the factories who had to deal with the sex toy returns? It was on like ITV or something. They said to Iron Man, I had a blow up doll once as well. She left me as well. All I did was bite her ass and she farted in my face and flew out the window. Not what you started, Iron Man. Fucking terrible jokes. Patriot Brits have also got replica full-size poster of the Kitchener. Your country needs, you think? Oh, nice. Yeah, that's good. That is. I need some posters in it. Well, to be honest, I didn't know where to put them. I suppose I could have some under there. Actually, he's going to make some coffee. Joe destroys, right, mate? And said, well, you know, last night I went out when you were streaming. By the time I got back, you finished. And the live chat was disabled. I'll tell you what it might be, Londonium. Sometimes in the period from when it stops to when it's fully rendered or processed, it might have been that. I know that happens sometimes because I quite often get on Liam's streams just as he's finished. Yeah, and the whole chat's disabled for replay, and then I think it comes back on, a couple of hours later when it's But I'll check it anyway. But I do appreciate you letting me know that, because it might be a full on. You never know with YouTube, do you? Dumpsell Booster. Someone must have mentioned Trump or Brexit. Could be. Dumpsell Booster. My blow up dolls always end up with a cold. The amount I've had to throw away due to having a runny nose. For God's sake. Well said, it's a she. Might have been accidentally locked in the garage or shed. We'll go out after your stream. She hasn't returned. Hopefully hear something, a distant cry maybe. Yeah, if not, you'll have to tell your neighbours and that. We've had neighbours around here before saying, can you check your sheds? Because, you might as well, ain't you? I mounted Mike, at least mine aren't 45 minutes long like Daryl. Yeah, exactly. He was stoned and wanted to wind you up, I think, and he fell for it. I never get notifications that Liam is streaming. Not a single notification from YouTube. That's weird, isn't it? I get fucking out. I must have clicked something on his because I get I don't always get them, but sometimes I even get an email now saying he's on. It's funny. Half the time it's trying to get to the bit to tick these things though to say you want them. Captain Electro, you right, mate? It's good to see you on. Shooting competitions ready. You've emailed me anyway, ain't you? Yeah. Electro gets things done. He's already been and emailed me straight away. I think he was the first one. That's strange. I get notification. Yeah, some people I don't. Some people I do. Sometimes some people I seem to get more than others. Will said, yeah, will do. Thanks for the advice. Yeah, I've had my neighbours come around saying, so I thought, yeah. Electric said, yeah, he's ready to shoot. I knew you would be, mate. Yeah, whatever you use, I'll try to match it as close as possible, unless it's the cannon, and then I'll just, maybe I'll throw a banger at a target or something, or set it on fire. Maybe I'll get a load of my air rifles, tape them all into one thing, and then shoot them all at the same time with a piece of string. But no, I don't think you're using it this year, are you? You said, didn't you? But if you did. No, you've said what you're using, ain't you, Electro? To me, anyway. I'm Mouse Watson. I'm going to marry a sex doll, travel the world with her. Why not? I wonder if that would be allowed. T2 said, if you could only keep one item off your board, what would it be? Possibly the sword right at the top, or actually it would have to be the sword, purely because if I'm right, that's worth quite a bit of money. So I could keep that, sell it, and then buy some of the stuff back. But for sentimental things, maybe the Chinese bullpup. Yeah. Because the only thing is that I can't even. It's worthless because I'm not allowed to sell it unless I spend like 120 quid, and then I can. When I said he's back with a decaf latte with a bit of cinnamon in. Nice. I'm going to use a secret pistol, but not what you think. All right. I'm looking forward to it, Electro. Can't wait, mate. Patriotic Rip said some countries might have laws against sex dolls, but that's what I meant. That's what I meant. Don't go to fucking Dubai with it or something. You'll be locked up for fucking rest of your life. Krylon said, how's your gout doing? It's good. I've had nothing since that day. I'm trying to keep up with it. Oh, actually saying that, Krylon, I'm glad you mentioned. Today I bought some of the uric acid like piss tester things. They're about £1 a piece, like a litmus paper thing. But at least I can test that and I'll at least have some kind of idea if I need to up my fucking healthiness, if you know what I mean. But I don't know if I said on here, but you can, like, if I go back to the doctors, they'll say to me, you can have tablets for the rest of your life now, and I'd have to pay for them every month, and I'd have to take a tablet every day for the rest of my life. Or I could just lose some weight and get healthier. But the problem is, as soon as you can take that tablet, the problem is it gives you the option to eat what you want, or, you know, not watch what you eat, not watch your exercise. Do you know what I mean? I would rather have the risk of the gout coming back, because it motivates me into making sure I eat less, I get more healthy. You know what I mean? Because I want to do that anyway. So this is like an extra motivator for it. But yeah, no, thank you for asking, Krylan, by the way. I'm Mantle. I'm going to check Amazon now, for one. You can star in my videos. But so I look forward to that. Irishman, right, mate? What's the sword on the top? That is a Japanese Type 32 cavalry sword, I think. It's definitely a Japanese Type 32 sword. I can't remember if it was a saber or a cavalry sword or whatever. If you look on my videos, put in Japanese Type 32 sword and you'll find it. I'm pretty sure that's genuine when I took it apart and looked at it all. And that should be worth a bit of money. Not massive amounts, but, you know, 300 or 400 quid, something like that, probably. I'm going to try and catch up with the comments a little bit. Once I said was pissing about with Talk to Transformer earlier, and it said Jamie Corbyn wanted to ban them. So, what, sex dolls? Or Nell said that would be hilarious. Try, man. Yeah, I hope he gets one. I won't want that on my search history, though. Timbo said deactivated gun laws is ridiculous. My AK-47 is worth nothing to. Yeah, it's a real shame, isn't it, Tim? To get them re-deactivated, it's at least 120 quid per gun. And then you're probably going to have to pay postage to do it as well. Right, said he hates Corbyn, but he won't get political. Cheers, mate. Ricky Ricardo. You right, mate? Spike, EVC, you right? Good to see you on. Yeah, I've tried, cherry juice, I did do that. Yeah, that was all right. That worked. When it seemed to be coming on, I did loads of the gout remedies and it got rid of it. Ricky Ricardo, what you on about? No, it's not. The sword. Marcus said Tailors of Harrogate coffee bags. Not bad in a pinch, Irishman. Sorry if I've missed anyone's comments, by the way. I'm trying to catch up. Then the Japanese adopted British and European style sabers in katana fitted style for the police. Oh, the katana, no, katana style fitted for their police forces and armed service members in certain parts of Japan. I fucked that up, but I'm so busy. I once had a blow up doll back when I had a weak bladder issue. I pissed her off and haven't seen her since. That Spike, I used to know a girl called Cherry. I'm sure that's not what you're talking about, though. Her juice would probably kill you. But yeah, I researched it in the end, Londinium, and anyone else interested. If you watch my videos, all the details on it on there. But yeah, I took it apart, refurbished it to a degree. I didn't really touch the blade because it was covered in fucking silver paint and all shit like that. No, yeah, that's a Japanese Type 32 cavalry sword from World War II. Or around then, anyway. Only DIAC I have I could sell is the law rocket launcher. Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? It's fucking ridiculous what they've done. And nearly all my collection fucking worthless now. All investment pieces worth fuck all. What can you do? Honestly, until I thought that sword was a Victorian. No, yeah, look on my channel and you'll find it. Yeah, I didn't know what it was until I took it apart and researched it. Yeah, Japanese Type 32 cavalry sword. It may not be cavalry sword, but it's Japanese Type 32 sword anyway. But yeah, the person who had it before, well, the thing is, what they'd done, Londinium, they'd sprayed the whole entire thing with silver paint because underneath it was covered in rust. So yeah, but if you watch my videos, you'll see what it's like now. It's all right. Marcus said mass shooting in Texas. Oh, fucking hell. That's a shame, isn't it? But I'm sorry to bring up politics, but apparently the new Home Secretary is deluded to think another war on drugs will fix things. And they said they want people to fear the police. Yeah. They could teach youngsters to have respect for the police and teach them what the word respect means as well. You know what I mean? But yeah. But I know what you mean, Liam. Yeah, it's fucking stupid, isn't it? I mounted. You can actually get them on Amazon. Blow up wives. What's this word coming to? It's about CUM. Yeah, it does sound like a fucking nightmare. They're very 1984ish, aren't they? Pergio Destroyer says, sold all my replica and DX a long time ago. Wasn't worth the hassle. No, I agree with you there. I wouldn't ever sell mine, but I know what you mean. After time, you might as well. And Liam said, oh, what idiots. Just sandpaper it off and polish it. Well, that's what I've done. It's all right now. I got the shitty old paint off the handle and everything, cleaned, gave it a nice sort of I don't know how you describe it, but I didn't overdo it. I just got it back to how it should be. Got the rust off, got the paint off, cleaned the wood up, made a new bolt for the handle. Didn't really touch the blade at all. Luckily the blade was all right. But yeah, it was completely covered. Yeah, someone spray painted the whole entire thing. And I mean, from fucking handle to fucking scabbard in silver fucking spray paint. But luckily for me, I think they didn't know what they had because it was given to me years ago. It's mine now, though. I've had it for over 20 fucking years, but just in case they want it back. Now we're saying to Marcus, was that today? Bradley, you right, mate? Captain Electro says, speaking of Japanese swords, I always wanted a Nambu pistol, but they are rare and finicky, so there's the ammo for it. I never heard of that one, Electro. Someone has to send me a picture of that. Weapons, I said, we're listening to LBC, and a lot of the people were saying about your sort of ACAB days in the 80s and 90s where the police were power tripping. Yeah, completely different in them days than it is now. Also, people seem to know more about their sort of rights now, or what I describe as a lot of youngsters know what they can get away with. You didn't know it in them days. Patriotic Brit, it'll only make the drug dealers be more careful, to be honest. That's it. Yeah, look up the videos for it, because I know you like your sort of stuff, Dillian. But yeah, I've got a couple of videos talking about showing it how it was, cleaning it up, having a bit of a cut with it. I think you've seen the cutting ones because you commented on it. Reynolds Z said they were so bad in the 80s, they were known as Margaret Thatcher's boot boys. Yeah, completely different sort of era, wasn't it? And yeah, none of the old, what do you call it now? Snowflakes and that in the police sort of thing. You had to be certain size in that in the old days as well, didn't you? I don't know. Irishman said, I agree with you. Corkscrews on Swiss Army penknives are useless. That's the Marcus. Rumble Sabu said, yeah, that's the problem. Since the VCRA, the realistic firearms are not so commonplace. Therefore, many people think they're illegal. If they were in more shops, it wouldn't be so much of an issue. Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? Oh, you've seen the others, have you, London? I knew you'd seen like one or two of them, definitely, because you commented on them, I remember. Virgil said, where did you get it? One of my mates who lived in the flat opposite Mount, when he lived in a flat, used to collect some of that kind of stuff. And one night when I was drunk around his house, he gave me the sword and I carried it home in a bin bag, probably waving it around at some point. I think he gave me that sword and 2 pornos and maybe a porno book. I don't know why he gave me the porno book, but that's the same book that I used to get when I used to have some girls around my house. I used to read the book to them as a joke, because there was this bit about sticking eggs up these women, ceramic eggs up these women's asses, and they used to come around here and say, read us a bit about the eggs. It was so funny. It was a comedy fucking bit. I cannot remember the story now, though, sadly. Marcus said, look at the wines in Aldi all day. Every single one has a screw top. Yeah. Patriot Brit said, but that's my human right. That's so annoying when I watch police shows, especially since they know they've done something illegal. Yeah, people know their rights now. Like, not, we all have rights, but you know what I mean? People know so much shit now that you never used to know before, unless you was really in the know, if that makes sense. Because there wasn't no internet and that, someone had to have told you who knew, you know what I mean? And yeah. Bradley said, did you check out M Best Ever? No, I didn't have a chance, mate. I write it down there. There's my pen. And DM said, yeah, I saw the cutting one as well. That's the one where you took it apart, though. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah. Some of the earlier ones, I take it apart and clean it. But I knew you'd definitely see the cutting one, because I actually remember your comment. I must forget the war on drugs. Let's turf out the perverts, the judges. Yeah, exactly. Purges in the 90s got away with fuck all. My balls kicked. Got my balls kicked by the cops a few times. Deserved it and learned a lesson. That's it. No, it's like you say there. If you've legitimately done something and you're sort of fighting with the police, and they give you a bit of kicking, that's acceptable because you're sort of doing it to sort of deserve it. But when people sort of get beaten up by the police for no reason, that's not acceptable. You know what I mean? But if you're giving it them and they're just giving you it back, then that's sort of that's the way of life, isn't it? Hi, man. So, Mike, eggs, you have not seen the traffic cones and toilet brushes, nasty stuff. Put me off my breakfast, mate. What are you on about there? That comment didn't make no sense. I don't know what you're on about. Mike, eggs, you have not seen the traffic cone, the toilet brushes. Well, I missed something there. Sorry, Iron Man. That one went straight over my head. Crime boards. Yeah, I've seen a bit of that. Dumble Salbo said, I heard about being on the nest, Mike. But that tastes of biscuit. Oh, the fucking eggs, yeah. Oh, sorry, fuck's sake. I'm so behind. Yeah, I get behind on the comments. Iron Man, I get you now. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Oh, I know all of that. This was in some weird erotic fiction book. Years and years and years before fucking Twilight. Not Twilight. Fucking Twilight. Fucking 50 Shades of Grey existed. Honestman said, can't remember the egg story. Make something up quick. Yeah. Captain Electra said, waving a sword around, threatened my dad with a sword when I was a kid because I called my mother a dirty word. He kicked my ass and I gave him hell. But that sounds like a fucking growing experience, learning experience there, Electro. Bradley said, you should see what people do to us cops. You're a policeman then, Bradley. Used to know someone involved with the prison service, and she said Borstal stuff used to be awful. Nancy screws beating kids up for no reason, probably get off. Yeah, it's sick, really, isn't it? But yeah, that don't surprise me, Liam, definitely. Captain Elector here. My dad's great. I was just a knucklehead. Harry said, you got eggs in your ass. No, not me, mate. In a book. T2 said, late 70s, early 80s, we got a few slaps off the police. Fair play. It was better than my dad finding out what we were up to. Didn't do us no harm. No, exactly. That's what I mean. If it's sort of, if you're giving the same to them, it's but I've experienced people, and I've had it done to me before. Police trying to beat you up for no reason whatsoever, and not resisting, not anything, not arguing back, nothing at all, just stood there, and then a policeman trying to sling you on the floor and trying to provoke you into fighting with them, so they can basically stand there and batter you with a truncheon. You know what I mean? Now said, don't go sticking eggs in your blow up doll, or she'll be farting in your face. Londinian said, the police and emergency service workers get treated terribly on a basis. Yeah, and it shouldn't happen, should it, Londinian? I'll get you there. Especially, I've never understood people who go mental at ambulance workers, paramedics. That's fucking ridiculous. Why would you do that? Honestly, I don't understand it. I've seen people do it, or someone's son has been in like a drunk fucking accident, crashed a car, right? And then the dad has come along and he's going fucking ape shit at the nurses. Well, what the fuck has he got to do with the nurses? If it wasn't for the nurses, the stupid cunt might be dead. You know. Like I said, too many cameras and phones these days. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a completely different world now, really. But yeah, people shouting and having a go at paramedics now. Firemen, yeah, that's another one, London. To me, it makes no fucking sense in the slightest. You know, I know people will always have aggravation with the police because it's just a sort of natural thing. But because people will always have a problem there, you know what I mean. But firemen and paramedics, you know, and the police are there to help you. But especially 100% the fire and the ambulance. They're not there for any other reason but to help you. When I've said, yeah, I can understand why some people don't like cops, but I don't understand people who attack firemen or paramedics. Makes no sense at all, does it? Iron Man said, I would kick the fuck out of someone if I saw them hit a nurse or a doctor. Yeah, I agree with you there, Iron Man, definitely. But just I get caught. If you get caught, man the fuck up and take the punishment, unless folk trying to get away with it being funny. Yeah, I agree with you there. I've always agreed with that. The old saying, if you can't do the time, don't do the fucking crime, whatever. And I totally abide by that. You know what I mean? Don't fucking do it if you can't handle the consequences. I've said, like in the places where they can't do their job without the police escort. Yeah, it's fucked. I don't get it. Mark said he agrees with you. Electro said, when I when I became stronger than my dad, he told me you have to sleep sometime. When you do, I use a 2x4. I love that. That's great. That's it, though, isn't it? He told you straight there. I love that. That's great. And Dean said, my entire family work for the government. I'm the only person in my family who doesn't, and I have one cousin who's a coffee taster. That sounds like an interesting job. Now said it's disgusting what they do to them when they're only there to save your life. That's it. It makes no sense to me in the slightest. Just said, yeah, paramedics and firemen get a lot of abuse they don't deserve. They are there purely to help you, no other reason. You know, because the thing with the police, people do say to them, you know, like people break the law and they'll tell themselves they're not breaking the law. What they've done isn't wrong. So then they do have these arguments with the police, you know, and in their head, the police isn't there to help them, sort of thing. You know what I mean, or whatever. But yeah, paramedics and fire brigade are there purely to help you, nothing else. They're not there to do anything else other than help. Yeah, paramedic. Yeah, I read that. Teacher said my ex-father-in-law was a fireman. Things he told me were shocking when you try to rescue people and getting attacked by sad idiots. Yeah, it's fucked up, isn't it? Bradley said I plan on being in the US Air Force. Yeah. I saw your comment flash up and disappear earlier, Bradley. It's all good, mate. No one has anything against police here. And you'll be surprised. We have quite a few ex-police in the chat. Well, I say quite a few, at least 2, maybe 3. I think we've had 2 ex and 1 current, actually. Yeah. And my tattoo is old, and I don't believe it anymore. I believed it in the day, and I still believe it with the ones that I had to deal with. But no, I was, I think I was like 18 or 19 when I had that, and I was an alcoholic who'd been drinking every day of my life. Not every day of my life, every day of my life. Fuck's sake. Been drinking every day since the age of about 15. By the time I was 15, anyway, I was drinking every single day. Till the age of 20. I don't know what I said then, Marcus. I imagine my sister was a nurse, so I know the stories. Most of the trouble comes from drunks. I drink, but I'm still respectable. So am I. I never, none of that. I don't ever get funny with people when I'm drunk now. Captain Electro, I don't like the idea of policing and cops, but it's nothing personal. Politicians make the laws, not the cops. I've known some awesome cops. Yeah, that's a very good way to put it, Electro. But yeah. Now said, could understand if it was a dentist. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, no one goes around beating dentists up, do they? Rough and actually hurt. I lost count of how many times I've had to sit in the back of an ambulance to protect the paramedic. It's fucked up, isn't it? It shouldn't be a thing. Should not be a thing. Londinium said, me and the coffee taster are the only ones in the family who are purely civilian. Everyone else is a public civil servant or managerial position in the government department. That's interesting, isn't it? My family, a bit of, fucking every fucking thing you think of, loads of random things. When I said, yeah, one night when I had kidney stones, it was about 4 a.m. in the morning, 4 a.m. Saturday morning. Rest of the people in the emergency room were drunks who got in fights moaning at the doctors. Yeah, it's fucked up, isn't it? Iron Man said, ACAB stands for all cops are brilliant. If any of them ask you. You know what? I tell them the truth. And I've last time I was in a police station, I spoke to the CID and the police in there about that. And I had a fucking laugh with them about it. They joked with me about it. Because they can tell the kind of person I am. And you can look at my record and see when that was done and shit like that. And I just say to them, yeah, I used to get in a lot of trouble before I was 21, yeah. Do you know what I mean? They laugh about it. I also happen to have a fucking T-shirt on saying anything you say will be taken down and used against you. Something like that, like a wording that a bit differently to, that it's going to be used against you. Not could be, but it will be. I said, yeah, but the doctors were quite nice to me and they realised I was totally sober. Dad said to now, dentists are miserable. That go. Devils as well. All looking down in the mouth, fuck's sake, said. Mark said, you go A&E in France and they're all empty. Strange, isn't it? A friend of mine is a copper and she said it's okay. I'm off. It's okay, I'm off duty bullshit. Everyone is guilty. Just have to find out what it is. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, to be honest, the way I see it is, if you're a policeman and you're a fucking good policeman and you do your job properly, you are always going to be looking at people suspiciously because that's your fucking job. You know what I mean? And I can respect that. Just doing your job to your best ability, ain't you? Just means some people don't, get paranoid about what they say or do in front of you. Iron Man said, if you don't act tough around a cop and be polite, it goes a long way. Yeah, it does. It does. Brad said, my dad used to be a paramedic 12 to 13 years ago, and some of his stories are grosser than you'd imagine. I bet they are. I bet they are. Mark said, maybe you have to pay. Sabu said, Mike, you were arrested for being armed and dangerous with 2 plastic eggs. No, not me. The bloke in the book might have. Londinium said, the police have always treated me with 100% respect and politeness, even when pointing their guns at me and arresting me. Not joking. No, I believed you there straight away, Luckily, I've never had to deal with police with guns, but at one point, the police around my area was resorting to spreading rumours about me, trying to beat me up. This is at the early, younger than fucking 20. So spreading rumours, trying to beat me up, fit me up for shit when I was actually talking to my fucking own mother at the time, and arresting me pretty much every single Friday and Saturday. Yeah, those cunts. Some of them was proper decent, but some of the others was fucking stupid fucking pricks and very childish. What kind of police would go around trying to spread rumours about you to other, teenagers? Fucking pathetic. Sabu said, even in the service, there were jobs worth. Even the coppers don't like. Yeah, I can see that. T2 should have the utmost respect for the emergency service, but unfortunately, by me, the police are not targeting the real issue. They seem to have a target motorists and nothing else. Mark said to me, you've got a great community on here. Too bad we're not all in the same room. Yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it? That'd be good. Or have a camera in the corner for everyone. But yeah, no, it would be good. Well, maybe one day. Iron Man's part, and they were not real police, Mike. They were holes, arseholes, and cowards. Disgrace to the uniform. Marcus said to me, Mike, all that will be on their database, even to this day. Yeah, I reckon it is. I reckon it is. And you know, I seem to get raided every 5 or 6 years for no reason. So he said, Marcus, we need to hire a conference room for a little with an unlimited bar. Yeah, who's paying for that? Or we're all paying for a bit. When I've said, yeah, that's why I worry when I say police need to fear the police rather than we'll put more officers on. So, yeah, that's it. That makes sense. Yeah, that's what I sort of thought you meant. Pizza and water. And I've been searched at gunpoint multiple times by CO19 Trident. I suppose that's partly due to where you live as well, isn't it? You'd never see that sort of stuff around here. Nell said, good plan. That would be good plan. That would be T2. Iron Man said, I've seen police save lives, but some are just bullies. And I said, I got nothing against police now. You know what I mean? I'm too fucking old and fucking wise for all that pathetic bullshit. You know what I mean? Say the fucking shite. But yeah, when I was younger, for no reason whatsoever, I had to deal with a bunch of cunt police on a regular basis. Searched and had my pockets turned out every single time I went out. Shit like that. That's why when people say about stop and search, I know exactly what it feels like to be stopped and searched on a daily fucking basis. But that's also why I think people don't have nothing to complain about. Because if you look like the people who are committing crimes, which I was, you got to put up with it, or don't fucking go out or something. I don't know. These are Mike can foot the bar bit. What was my $27 a month? Patreon. Then said Mike, are those baton torches legal? Yeah, because it'd be legal, I think, because it's a torch anyway. But as long as they're the ones that get fatter, like an old truncheon, that's still legal anyway. So yeah, Len, I'm pretty sure they are. Patriotic Brit said, the problem is that top brass are not average Bobby. Iron Man said, Mike, I've been listening to the Smiths lately. Do you like them? Yeah, I fucking love the Smiths, mate. Yeah. Who else? Someone else bought some Smiths recently, it was saying to me. I think I've pretty much got all of the Smiths albums. There's only about 5, Iron Man. There's not a lot. Yeah, I fucking love the Smiths, Iron Man. I think they're great. Yeah, brilliant, aren't they? Pergio said, I can't run fast anymore. That's why I behave now. That's it. I never used to run away. I used to just let them nick me. Fucking running when you're drunk. I couldn't be asked for it because I knew they'd catch me. And also, as soon as you start running, that's an excuse for them to trip you up, chuck you on the floor, kneel on your head, all shit like that. You're better off. If you don't want to deal with that shit, don't run away. As soon as you run away, though, that's license for them to pretty much do what they want to you. And the same with if a policeman grabs your arm and goes to put it behind your back, don't fucking pull your hand away. Again, as soon as you start resisting, because that's resisting arrest, as soon as you start resisting his pull, they can pretty much chuck you on the floor, kneel on your head and all that, You're letting them do it. By resisting to them, you're letting them have the power over you, basically. It's a stupid thing to do. That's how I've always seen it anyway. I'm not saying this to Pergio, this is to everyone. Baptiste, right, mate? He said, what would be your dream job? Living in America making brass knuckles. And people buying shitloads of them as well. Custom made, really unusual knuckle dusters. Mark said, the best torch, 4D Maglite. Yeah, that is good. So I don't even do anything criminal, but I've lots of gang affiliations on police record due to people I know who they know I'm associated with in East and North West London. That's the thing with me. I haven't committed a single fucking crime since fucking 2000, 2000. And I still get them raid my house every 4 or 5 years. Or 5 or 6 years. But I don't need to be faster than them, I just need to be faster than you. Yeah, got to leave the other person behind, didn't it? The baton torches are legal as they are torches. Just don't try and buy one with a built-in taser. I wouldn't risk carrying a baton torch in public if they are the ones with the knobbly bits. Yeah, that's good advice there. That is, at the end of the day, they're just protecting us. Yeah. Marcus said to Leonard, yeah, convert it to LED then. 100 times better than the old crap. Right, let's change the subject in a minute. I've had enough police talk. Iron Man said, I ran away from the police once. I was pissed. I got away. I shit myself diarrhea down my legs. God's sake. Yeah. I used to run away from the police, but after a while I just thought there's no point because you are, if they catch you, they can chuck you on the floor, as I said, and all that. And actually said, when fighting cops, you are either all in or all out. Especially, in America, definitely. If the law is uncalled for, you have the community to back you up, or you have video evidence. There are things I do that are legal, but I won't. And Dean said, I committed crimes on my juvenile record, but not an adult record, though. I have to defend myself in Crown Court for hospitalising a home invader. My record is clean. Yeah, actually, mine is as well. I don't think I've got anything on an adult record. Oh, where am I? Patriot Brit said, gonna get off in a minute. I'm tired after all what's happened today. Yeah, see you later, mate. He said, I joined and everyone was talking about police. Yeah, I'm going to change it now. Let's change the subject on the police. I've had enough police talk. I have a police record. Every breath you take. Single CD. All right, Charles. Sorry I didn't say hello. Right, where am I? Mike, would you build a raft? Probably not, because I can't swim, and if I go in water and get water in me, I'll get ear infections. So in a survival situation, that would be very dangerous for me. So if it was nice shallow water, I could build one, but I got no interest in it. Harry, sorry I ain't in the mood for your bullshit today. So goodbye. You have to judge when to do things. You picked the wrong night tonight. No, not yours, London. After a while, I get sort of it's not you. It's just after a while, I just with the police thing. After a while, I don't know. No, but it wasn't you, not in the slightest. Hey, gone, Marcus. Yeah, just after it's a certain thing with just keep going on about police. It just after a while it just does my head in because you don't know where it's going to go. You know what I mean? People start asking strange questions, saying things they wish they'd never said, and I do the same myself. Say things I think, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have told people that. Say the wrong thing, offend people, because I don't like, people start saying, might be saying they fucking hate the police or something. Well, as I've said, we do have some people in here who are ex-police, are police, parents are police. Don't they? So just to save any, I don't want to really piss people off, really, if you know what I mean. And also, it starts to get on my nerves after a while. The more I talk about it, the more I get an adrenaline rush about it. Baptiste said, you've seen the new COD trailer? I think it's absolutely amazing. Is it? Is there just one? If there's a new one, I've not seen the new one, but I've seen one of the new ones. If there's only one anyway, I have seen it. Iron Man said, so what weapon would you take to survive? Air rifle, knife, or axe or crossbow? Now that's a hard one, Iron Man. Is it air rifle and knife or axe and a crossbow? Oh. I don't know. That's really hard. Axe and a crossbow without thinking too much into it. I'm dealing with some of my friends are police officers. I have no problem with them anyway. Change the subject. Yeah, it's just after a while, it starts getting. I'm getting an adrenaline rush from talking about it. Weapons officer, and some people just constantly bring up topics to get told not to talk about. That's it. You know, the problem is, I don't explain it. But yeah, if something's getting on my nerves, and then someone says as a joke, "Yeah, let's carry on talking about it," it's bye because you know you've got to judge the thing. People have to judge what they say to me on here. If something's getting on my nerves, that's how easily you get blocked. If I'm in a mood, do you know what I mean? Right. Captain Electro said, I enjoyed the Swiss Army knife videos Mark has posted today. Anyone have Swiss Army mods to share? I don't think I've ever done any mods on Swiss Army pen knives because they're quite good how they are, aren't they? Dumb Servo said, I was 14 in the Army Cadets. I was in a raft in a lake, capsized and I couldn't swim. The life jacket went up over my face and I panicked. Somehow I managed to paddle ashore. Very scary time. That does sound quite scary. Yeah. I wouldn't like that because I can't fucking swim at all. Then said recurve crossbow to Iron Man. That T said I used to be an Army Cadet. I've been to the cadets a little bit. My mate used to go and I used to go with him sometimes. They used to let me go in there with them. T2 said to London him, it's your right to protect your property and yourself. Good on you. Some Sabu said to Baptiste, yeah, great time, smoking and having a laugh when there. Had the Diak Bren gun, kept cocking it and dry firing it and managed to seize up. I remember you saying about that. Sergio said, if in doubt, kick them out. Yeah. Thing is, any other day he probably wouldn't have. But if I'm wound up, that's how I am. You know what I mean? Most of you lot know me well enough to you know what I mean. But also, most of you lot, proper regulars, can get away with it a bit more. You know what I mean? Because I know you're not doing it to deliberately wind me up. Right, we'll forget about that. So I don't want to have that as my lasting memory because we haven't actually had a bad chat since the day I mentioned how to not get blocked in a yeah. So Harry, I recommend going and watching my video now if you're still watching about how to not get blocked because that's what you've just done basically. So go and watch that video and then you can go and ask for an unblock if you want, and then if I'm in a good mood maybe I will. Iron Man said, is Hardcore Henry a cyborg? Well, I think he sort of is. He's still fully human, but they've had to replace his eyes, haven't they? I don't want to do too much of a spoiler, but yeah, and they've had to replace parts. But well, I suppose I think he's more human than cyborg, if you know what I mean. He's got a human brain. He's still conscious, you know what I mean, of himself. Irishman's okay. What's the most important attachment on a Swiss Army knife? Don't know. I like the blade, the awl, and the screwdrivers get the most use from me. Then I said, is Malk in for the shooting competition? I'll have to ask him, Len. I thought of asking him. He joined the first one, didn't he? Iron Man said I was a cadet when they said there was no shoot and I left. It was just dressed up PE. Dad, in a hit fan situation, which 3 knives would you take for defense, general use, food preparation, and eating? So for defense, it would definitely be. Well, I don't know. You ask some hard questions, don't you? General use would probably be something like a machete, or maybe something a bit heavier, or heavy machete if I've got one. So out of the stuff I've got, though, probably that machete. One of my 3 favourite knives, so the Fairbairns, the dagger, or the Tanto for the defence, and the general work knife would be one of these type of things. Well, I could have just fucking said a Mora type knife with a flint, and this one's got the old flint striker in. One of them for your general everyday sort of, you know what I mean? Pete said, any PlayStation 4 games you want to play? Oh, you know, Resident Evil 2, definitely 100%. Yes, Resident Evil 2. This one's got a sharpening stone on it as well. Right, where am I? T said, yeah, we were issued the SA-80 assault rifle, DP. I couldn't even use the weapon. The gas box was busted. I said, yeah, Mark, tin opener is always handy. Actually, when I was at Maps, I used a tin opener on a Swiss Army pen. So, yeah, that does get used. And actually, I didn't watch Hardcore Henry yet, but I watched some scenes on YouTube. The building shootout of the AK was phenomenal. I'll tell you what, Electro, the whole fucking film's like that. That's the whole film. Just imagine that for an hour and 36 minutes. It's fucking excellent, Electro. I'll tell you, you'll love it. Yeah, really, really well done. Yeah, really good characters. All of the Jimmy characters are good. I won't tell you too much because, yeah, really fucking good. I really enjoyed Hardcore Henry. Joe said cookery probably covers all of that. Yeah, that's what I meant by a heavy chopping knife. I couldn't think of anything. But my yeah, I've got a fucking good cookery actually. Yeah, so maybe that instead of the machete. I just downloaded The Forest on PS4. It's a good game. I'll have to check that one out. I've never heard of that. Teaser watched World's End again early this week. Makes me laugh. She hates it. She went to bed. I think I watch it every night. I've never watched that yet. Is it worth watching then? I messaged Marcus. Yeah, I was drinking all night in Oxford City, and I was on the side. It must have had 16 pints. I spent my taxi fare on a kebab and I had to walk home and erupted. So I had to shit off a tree. Fuck's sake. Let's head to Marcus. Not much good for defence, to be honest. What was Marcus saying? Oh, 11-man wingman. Sorry. Although I suppose you could always throw the thing at their head. No, to get them in the eye. So, hiccuping. Marcus said, here's a crapping story. A mate of mine farted once on a night out. He was wearing white trousers in summer. And guess what? He followed through. I've never laughed so much in my life. Fuck's sake. Yeah. Always be careful when you're farting. There's a life lesson for you there. Beware when you fart. Fuck's sake. If everyone wants to do a police stream one night, we'll do a dedicated one. But yeah, it wasn't that no one had bothered me in it. It's just I have this thing when I start talking about old stories, or because I'm talking about something that did affect my life enough for me to have a tattoo that said ACAB. Do you know what I mean? So the more I talk about it, the more it sort of winds me up, gets me adrenaline going because it brings back a lot of memories. So yeah, after a while, I want to stop talking about it. I just thought I'd say that, but yeah, no one had said anything to warrant that. It was just getting to the stage where I couldn't. I need to stop, change the subject. You know what I mean? And we have. So thank you. Yeah, never gamble on a fart, Jay. That's it. Yeah, you all know I've told you my story. I was about to get my end over, my leg away, whatever you call it. I'd fucking pulled a blonde and everything. Yeah, and then I went and took a piss really quickly, farted and followed through, and then had to say goodbye. I'm fucking gutted. D2 said Marcus. My mate did that at McDonald's milkshake. After McDonald's milkshake, he'd been drinking for hours at Chester races, and I couldn't stop laughing. The smell was horrendous. Iman said the kicker is they're strangers watching me shit. I was so pissed I didn't give a fuck. I just needed to. Yeah, go on, London. You can do a subject, and if it gets took up, we'll talk about it. Because I know there's some things do like. A lot of the topics are sort of random on here. They sort of sometimes people want to talk about it, sometimes they don't. Yeah, anyone bring anything up you want. See you later, Baptiste. Good having you on, mate. Irishman said I had. By the way, any mods, just keep allowing everything. Saves me doing it then. If it's easier for you to do it. I had a drunk friend who chanced to fart on the way home. He'd just come across the road from his house when he farted and shit himself. So, yeah. I said the trapping stories had me laughing out loud. Yeah, see this? You can have a good laugh about it. Don't get too serious. Do you know what I mean? I'm not offending anyone here. If we are, I don't give a shit. I imagine he's a master of the random. Lone Star Patriot, you right, mate? He said the lunatic lynch mob is gunning for the gun owners again, shooting in Texas. Now, I'm the bad boy because that doesn't make me desire disarmament. Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? Shame in both ways, you know what I mean? Shame, obviously, there's been a shooting, but it's a shame that then they, turn it on to other people. But yeah, Pete, if you're on, the next game I want to buy when I finished after ones I've got, Resident Evil 2, I was hoping it has the mods on it so I can play as the woman on it completely naked. But I don't think the PlayStation 4 has the mods. Yeah, the old Leslie Nielsen movies, they are good, London. Yeah, you can't go wrong with him. My man said my embarrassment mode is burnt out from drink. Well, to be honest, I have pissed up a restaurant window once while people was eating their dinner, and the woman kept going like this to me. I think, what reaction could you do to a fucking 18-year-old pissing up against a window while you're eating your dinner? Yeah, that's the stupid shit I used to do. And I pissed up against a wall in front of people walking out of Buzzings before. Which is good. Captain Electro said, I remember old WeaponCollector story about shitting your pants. I had a piss drunk stuff. That's it, it's that one, Electro. Lone Star said, WeaponCollector, I got to play Ghost Recon Breakpoint Alpha. It was actually really good. Can't say much because it have to sign an NDA. Oh, right, so like a like a like a beta kind of thing, or before that even. Tactical Pirate, you right, mate? I remember last year working at Sainsbury's with my missus and said to her, God, I got an itchy sack. Got to scratch it. I looked around and there was a woman walking behind us. But yeah. So I pissed on the restaurant window while the couple was trying to eat their dinner. Hence the reason I used to get arrested every night. I'm not saying I was innocent or nothing, but yeah, back to the police again. I can't even help it myself, can I? T2 said, Marcus, it was hilarious. Should have seen him naked in the public toilet trying to wash himself down. I'm laughing now just thinking about it. Yeah, ever worn a kilt, Mike? No, I've never worn a kilt. Closest I've worn a kilt is a towel around my waist. No, I've never had the opportunity. Dead.Z, part one, like a long story. Many years ago, me and my mates were camping in the woods. We cooked our dinner and were about to serve it when one of the lads farted. Iron Man said he wants a kilt. Then said, come up to Inverness and get yourself one, Iron Man. Marcus said, good one, T2, naked in the pub toilet. One of my mates fell asleep while having a shit before in the toilet, and they had to kick the door in, and he was laid there, fast asleep with his trousers around his ankles, like this on the toilet. Yeah, with his trousers around his ankles, everything hanging out. They had to kick the door into the toilet to get him. Stupid bastard. That was fucking well funny. That was me and the pub landlord had to kick the door in. That was before mobile phones and stuff like that, so we couldn't have rung him or anything. Marcus said to Leonard, how far from Inverness, Len? Iron Man said to Len, what's the cost of a kilt these days? Londinium said, when we were 14, me and my 3 friends were camping and one of my mates tried to use a can of Lynx to speed the fire up, burnt both eyebrows clean off. I did that genie in a matchbox once. First time I ever genie in a matchbox, I was holding it about this far away from my face. And I stuck them in. That burnt my fucking eyebrows clean fucking off. Persia said nothing beats a cold breeze going up your kilt. Tactical Pirate said fell asleep under the pub table and a doorman dragged me out by my ear. Fuck's sake. Where is Zed's rest of his story? That was bloody ages ago, Zed. You should put it on by now. Mark said loads of kilt makers in Edinburgh. I was amazed. Tourists must be buying them. By the way, whoever ain't been on long, get liking, because that's up to 23 people, 22 likes. Come on, a couple more. I can't like it myself, I would. And I can see when you've done it as well. What I'll do, if no one likes, I'm going to have to put the slow mode on to 5 minutes. No, not really. Thank you. It's 24:24 now. Electro said, what we drinking tonight, fellas? Either White Streep Optimist Pale Ale, 7.5%. That sounds nice. I like a strong. I like anything strong, basically. I'm not going to have a drink, so anyone can talk about drink tonight if you want. It won't tempt me, but I can't risk it anyway, even if I fucking die for it. As I said, I've bought the uric acid piss test thing today, so when that comes, I can see what my levels are, and then I could decide whether I want a drink or not. Zed said part 2. Right, I'll read his first bit again. So, where is it? Long story, many years ago, me and my mates were camping in some woods. We were cooking our dinner and we were about to serve it up when one of the lads farted. It was one of the most disgraceful farts in the history of humanity. It started off with a sound like a cat's meow, rose to shriek like a banshee with a pin up its ass. I assume that's still got, there's going to be more to it. Oh, 300 quid for a kilt. I'll definitely let you know when he's up there, Master saying. Hi, man said, talking of kilts, that'll stop me shitting myself, easy access, that's it. And Liam said, I don't really drink unless I'm at a barbecue or party. Well, when I gave up drinking, London, I didn't drink for 6 years, but I'm getting a bit into drinking a bit more again now. But yeah, at one point I only drank at like special occasions, you know what I mean? I can tell he's drinking Coca-Cola, 0%. I got some apple cider vinegar over there, 5% acidity. Bergio's drinking relentless energy drink. That's sad, and slowly descended into what can only be described as a dying gurgle. The smell was vile, even the air recalled in horror. Naturally, we fled. Tactical Pirate said, you jinxed me last night, mate. I had gout twinges all week. Not had a drink either. Fuck it, get on the fucking old remedies. I tell you, they work. Get that old ibuprofen out. Right, yeah, I'll show you. Get some of this in you. I don't give a fuck if it's ibuprofen. It's ibuprofen in my language. That's not to you, Tactical Pirate. Ibuprofen. Turmeric tablets. Vitamin C. Cider vinegar. Get that in you, and then eat some cherries. I've eaten like Smarties all week. I thought you probably would. No, I hope that goes, because I fucking hate gout. It's a horrible thing to have. Mark said Electro, high alcohol beer isn't nice in my opinion. Carlsberg special brew is vile. Yeah, it takes a bit to get used to. Yeah. And then I have lots of barbecues and functions. I have one a week. One every 2 days. Cat Electro says Shiner Bock is a low percent. I imagine 300 quid expensive. Part 4. When we got to a safe distance, we stopped. We didn't feel quite as hungry as we did before, to be honest. The fella said he felt a bit damp after it, which didn't help. And Liam said, damn, the punchline to my jokes don't really work with slow mode. No, luckily, at least I got that one, though. At least I got that one. No, fucking slow mode is a fucking ruiner for jokes and stories, I tell you. I tell you, I fucking need it on tonight, though. Bing, you right, mate? Said hello all. Won't be on long tonight. Thought I would manage getting on tonight, but I can only jump on for half an hour. Slow mode is on. You're going to be back to the old format, Emma. No, it's the new format still, but I found out how to do it. I've had to open up a new tab for the event thing, but I can do it now. Irishman said the family tartan is a big money maker. As far as I'm aware, clans didn't have their own tartan back in the day. Yeah, the old slow modes are fucking all right ruiner for fucking jokes and stories. Irishman said, I've Scottish surname, and there's about 5 different tartans for it. Then said, when did you last make your homebrew, Mike? Probably last year now. Well, it's been a year and a half since I had gout, so it would have been just a bit before then, so a year and a half. I suspect that may have been contributing to it. Bington, that's good then, Mike, although last night wasn't too bad. I don't reckon I'd be able to do it tonight though, Bing. It's quite hard keeping up now, even with a 45-second delay. Yesterday it seemed to work out all right. Dad said, part 5, after a while we decided to return. It was then that another of the lads suggested the food might have been absorbed some of the fart. That was the end of the appetite, of course. Fuck's sake. Captain Electro said, Mike, do we still have the truncheon made of plywood with the lead? Remember that vid? Yes, it's right here. There it is. It's still quite a popular video, actually. A lovely lump of lead in there about that big. Lovely bit of weight in that. Completely handmade as well. No lathe or anything. That is why it's ever so slightly square. Because that was done completely with hand saws and files. That was it. Nothing. I mean, I'm doing for slow mode is worse for typos though. Like when I used to instead of just then. Got to wait 2 minutes to prove you're not an idiot. Yeah, I know, it's a nightmare for that. All you have to do, Liam, is hope that I noticed it and I correct it when I read it out, which I don't always do. My man said, yeah, Len, you own a kilt, mate. Irishman said to Marcus, no, Marcus, it's one of the MCs, the Mucks. I'm not saying which one though. They said part 6. He's doing a Daryl now, but with a fucking story. Dad said we threw the food behind the bush and headed to the nearest pub for a drink to recover. Thing is, we went back a few weeks later and the food was still behind the bush uneaten. So even the animals wouldn't touch it. And Dean said, what is everyone's favourite fictional character from each genre? Oh, now that is hard. I'll tell you what, my favourite superhero right now, though, is Spider-Man. Purely because I've had to watch it about 10 times with my niece and nephew. Horror, don't know. Sci-fi, Lister, probably, from Red Dwarf. My all-time favourite characters out of anything, though, are Big Boss in Metal Gear, the Metal Gear stories, and Roland Deschain is my all-time favourite character in anything ever from the Dark Tower books. That said, part 7. So may have been right about the absorbing the fart and the smell putting the wooden creatures off eating it. Oh, gangsters, probably the craze. If you're on about real gangsters, or in films, possibly. I don't know off the top of my head. Maybe Tony Montana for gangster. Don't know. Fantasy character, that would be hard. Bing said, yeah, I'm with you, Londinium. You can get to the point across faster without having to wait again. But about this 18th of the month, I should start doing videos, Mike. Nice. I heard Mike make a merch top saying, don't do a Darrow. Londinium said, my 3-year-old son dresses up like Spider-Man costume. That's what my niece and nephew have been doing. My niece is 3. My nephew's just turned 6, literally the other day. Yeah, and they came round. Well, that's what I got them for. I got him a Venom Spider-Man costume, and he had other ones as well. They both come round with him on. Yeah, dressed up as a Spider-Man costume and throw towels and strings in my face saying web shooter. Yeah, that's what they always doing this to me. I need to one day, I'm going to get this out. One day when I remember, I'm going to get some of this out and have it as the fucking webs. Jump Sabu said, action Rambo, sci-fi Rambo, horror Rambo. Captain Electro, I need to drop a block of lead in the Comaroo truncheon, the wood burned fish bat one on that one, and I have an oak one that says tire thumper. It's a stout piece of lumber. Yeah, I like that. I do like that. Who's everyone's favourite porn star? Irishman, Christoph Clark. If you for a performer, Christoph Clark. You ever watched his films? They're fucking hilarious. But female, Bonnie Rotten's quite good. There's loads. But yeah, male performer for a laugh and bend over, hilarious. T2 said, one of the guys I work with does his own Ribena wine. You know, when you had some, and turns up late and his eyes are like piss holes. And it tastes amazing. Well, I probably won't be doing any now, but yeah, that does sound good to me. Londinium, where's that? So, son, Captain American Spider-Man. He said he wants Hulk next. Then said, Mike, you should write, direct, and shoot a short film. I wouldn't mind doing that. It'd take a lot of work, though, but yeah. Iron Man said, porn stars, none, all dogs. Dad said, I'm knackered after all that typing. I won't be doing that again. Mark said, Electro, that Bitsby Cool video used to make me laugh. Yeah, that was good, that. Yeah, Sassy Gray, yeah. Yeah. Come to Mike, talking to your fan. Young star impression from Terrorhawks. Give me a quote and I'll do it. See you later, Krylon. On the internet, I used to make homemade wine in West London. Pretty good at making it. It's quite easy. Yeah, I used to make loads, London, and I used to make it by the fucking 5 litre thing once a month, basically to get pissed on. But I used to do it. I didn't bother doing any flavour. It was purely just that Alcatech turbo yeast, sugar and water, and you could make like a. If you filled it all properly, it would be like half strength vodka. 20%. Tasted like crap though, but yeah, I suspect that was contributing to my gout, so I don't do it anymore. But yeah, I used to just fuck the taste. I just used to do it purely for percentage. I said my Lisa gets jealous when I watch porn. Who's Lisa? That must be a nickname for something. Tom Sabu said, "Oh, granite crunches." T2 said, my favourite porn star. I'll tell you who I used to like years ago, Jenna Jameson, but fuck me, she looks terrible now. My favourite porn star, I actually saw him in the mirror today. T2. Oh, you blow up. I didn't think you had one yet. Iron Man. You ordered it already and got it delivered already. What was that? Fucking Amazon drone. Dropped it straight in your window. I used to make hooch and give it to my mates. Well, my stuff was so disgusting, no one would drink it. And I've known people, it never made me puke. Used to get me fucking pissed out my face. But my piss and shit the next day would stink of yeast because of the amount of yeast I left in it. But yeah, other people used to drink it and puke. Dead, I think I need a quick. That must not be mentioned to recover before bed. Oh, quick. Yeah. Londinium said, yeah, I used the same method. 5 litre white bucket, tubes and bottles with the water bubble top vent. That's it. Well, with the turbo yeast, it does it so quickly you don't actually need the bubbler. It's extra quick. You could do 20% in 5 days, but it would, I used to do it purely to get drunk, basically. Tactical said we had homemade wine called Esther Ransom. It made your teeth stick out. For fuck's sake. Yeah, Nelly got that fucking fast, didn't he? Only ordered that 5 minutes ago. I wonder if he went and got it. Is that eager? And Liam said, yeah, your standard wine yeast sachets, mine tasted really good, except for the pineapple one I tried once. Well, I will admit, it tasted like hot piss. Occasionally, if I bothered, I could make them nice. I did make a really fucking nice cherry wine once. But the problem is, I didn't care. It was just to whack it out as quick as possible, just to get pissed. I even used to drink it like milk coloured. Pure, in all the fucking as long as it had the percentage, I didn't care. Probably where the gout came from, because it says about yeast. Who's a favourite porn star? Got to be Chumley. Purge's Edward Penis Hands is the best porn I've ever seen. Isn't that strange, Liam? The porn coming up in this stream. That's normally on the Twitch streams. Iron Man says she lives in Amazon at the moment. We're having a long distance relationship until we meet. Or did you get a blonde, brunette, black haired? I said he bought a second-hand one from the charity shop. Yeah, I went and got it. Polypropylene. That's a good one, they said. Yeah, wet wipes to clean it. Now, so that's being very sensible, Iron Man. Probably go into quarantine for a few months. Dundinium said the key to making nice tasting wine is disinfecting all your equipment, killing all the germs. That's it. That is exactly it. Yeah. I've still got in here. That's what I used to use. Perfect for cleaning out your bottles and all that, quick as well. But yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? You want everything's got to be clean. Yeah, you need to bubble tap as well, or it will stagnate. Let the gas out. Well, that was the only thing with that turbo yeast. It literally did it in 24 hours. And if you had a thing on it, it would actually blow it off. So what I used to do, I used to put the bucket into a bigger bucket, cover that bucket up with cling film, so that if it did come over, it wouldn't come out, and also nothing could get in. So it'd be cling film with a little hole and then like a shirt over it. But yeah, all of my stuff now is under here, apart from that, which I kept out because I've been cleaning this bottle out with it. A Flesh Gordon, Fritz the Cat. Yeah, Fritz the Cat. I've got one of them on DVD. Not DVD, downloaded. Tactical said, have a look at VR porn. I've got VHS porn. Honestly, I used 2 litre plastic bottles covered with a balloon, a couple of pinholes, sugar, bread yeast, sometimes fruit, and I was just honey. I've done mead. That was just water, honey, and the yeast. Yeah, I've done a bit of mead before. Iron Man said, black hair, her name is Lisa Delaray Anderson. Then said, wow, 24 hours, faster than I ever did with 1 week. Usually my wine takes 10 days. Yeah, with the turbo yeast, you can get, I think the 24-hour one would get to something like 14%. And the 48-hour one or week one could get to 20. I have under here still. Next time I'm on, I'll get the yeast out and I'll show you. But if you look up Alcotec turbo yeast, that's it. It would take a week to fully do it though. So in 48 hours, you'd have 24 hours, you'd have 14%. 48 hours, you'd have 20%. And then there'd be a couple of days to clear it, purify it. I mean, but yeah, very quick. It's the quickest yeast you can buy. But that's what we bought it for, because if you wanted quick booze, it's the best way. Bad hangovers, though. Yeah, under here, under my desk. But the desk is actually on the box, so I can't open it. I've still got some of the yeast. Electro said, whether you drink or not, the ability to make stout drink would be good for shitting fans. Yes, because it could be turning a lot of things, can't it? Wemsnoff said VHS porn is not quite the same as VR porn. No, it's not. And Liam said, I pick wild blackberries and stuff sometimes, use my granddad's fruit. Pete said, I still have some mead left, headache juice, let's say. Is it? I'm sorry, I was 17 when I realised women didn't have a staple in their stomach. Fuck's sake. But yeah, a lot of the fancier wines I never bothered doing purely because I just wanted to whack it out as quick as possible just to drink myself. You know what I mean? And as I've said before, I've never been a drinker for taste. I've always been a drinker for getting drunk, basically. My name's wild elderberries give strong wine. They're everywhere if you look up for the trees. I think we've got one in my garden, actually. Now, it's exactly, Captain Electro. You can use it to swap for other survival goods. I imagine VHS porn is the best. Constantly using the tracking button. I wish I didn't have to keep not liking, approving these fucking comments. Cat Collector, I almost spit my IPA on the floor when I read Guinness comment. I like Guinness. What was the Guinness comment? I've missed that somewhere. Well, I'll have to miss that one. Electro said Marcus. No, yeah, what? Oh, sorry, Marcus. Guinness makes you shit like a fountain. Tactical Pirate said Jumble's kids these days will never know the joys of finding a poor mag in the bushes. I mentioned that in my woods thing. Yeah. Right, let me just try something a minute. Slow down on the comments just for a second. I'm going to try. Oh, no, I was going to say. I'm going to, yeah. No, it didn't make no difference. Dump Sober said, how many make strawberry wine? Get married to it. Now said Tactical, we used to find them about. Yeah, my old collection when I was a kid come from the woods, from a bin bag. Yeah, I don't drink Guinness because that's on this list of stuff to not have if you've got gout. Is that was mentioned somewhere? Can't remember now, but yeah, somewhere on one of these things about gout, it was mentioned Guinness. You turn the phone computer off then. Sailor Shaw, you right, mate? He said gave the secret of pineapple winemaking to a local in the Solomon Islands, was nearly banned from returning. Well, what's that do to you? Don't do the same thing, does it? My name said never tried strawberry. I'm picking our blackberries tomorrow though. I'll do a video on my winemaking in the morning. Actually, saying that, I've got a video on the way I do it. Actually, London. If you they're long, like full-on tutorials. But yeah, if you watch like the first 5 minutes of the first one, you'd get an idea of how I used to do it and how you do it with the turbo yeast. But the turbo yeast is literally just standard yeast, but everything's quicker. So the fermentation finishes in 24 hours or 48 hours. Yeah, it's super quick stuff. But because it's quick, it's after time it's not worth using with like to make a nice wine because it doesn't have the time to develop the nice flavors. Yeah, Guinness and blackcurrant, I've never had it. Or Guinness and cider. I've had Tennant Super and Strongbow Super before. That was nice. Gets you pissed well easily. Captain, all right, fellas, get a hold of some Jack Beam Black if you get a chance. That'll knock your socks off. I'll look into that. All right, I'm going to put that back on because it never fucking stopped. I've done a setting to stop the spam stuff being approved, but I thought, no, it's just a swearing, isn't it? I remember finding musky smelling porn magazine in the bushes with pages stuck together. That's exactly it. Dog bite. I don't know. We used to just call it a snake bite, but I don't know if it's the same thing as a dog bite. But because our snake bites was literally you drink half your cider, your 7% cider, and then you'd pour half your 9% Tennants into it, drink half of that, and then pour half of that into the other one. Something like that. Can't remember how we used to do it. And Liam said, I've only tried around 5 or 6 different fruits for wine, usually stick to berries and dark fruit. But yeah, that turbo use is supposedly good with getting like cartons of apple juice and then doing it with that. But I've never bothered, as I said. I just wanted something strong to get pissed. The Kraken rum, I may have had a bit of that recently. I never used to like rum though. Newcastle brand cider. No, see, I probably have had that then. Cat Collector. Anyone gonna use something strange or different for the shooting competition? Any catapults? I think Nell's just bought a catapult. You know, Electro. So I think Nell might be joining in with that. Yeah, I was wondering that, Londonian. Does he mean slingshot or a siege? Someone once did say they was going to use an actual like trebuchet. That's why on my image for that video is a trebuchet, because someone actually was going to use one once, but they never did. But they said to me they was, and they did have one. I checked their videos. Zed said to Marcus, snake bite, lager and cider, Guinness and cider. Guinness and cider is a Bricky's black velvet. I must say it's cheaper to buy alcohol, plus I cannot wait for it to brew. I need a drink. Well, that's what I mean. That turbo yeast stuff, you could have 5 litres in a week, and it's cheaper. It's a lot cheaper. That's why I used to make it. It is cheaper to make it, but it's the time. I was going to try a pint of ale with a creme de menthe. But we will stop going on about the booze in a minute, though, because although I'm not going to drink tonight, it does become harder and harder and harder. So don't bring up any fucking food or booze now. We'll stop the booze. You can finish your conversations on booze, and we've got something else. Right, did anyone say they was going to use anything unusual for the shooting competition? And then he said we should ask Todd from Todd's Workshop to join in, him or York's Brav. Probably use a siege engine. Yeah, that'd be brilliant, actually, wouldn't it? But yeah, I think it was Maitre Mark, I think his name is. He was going to join in with a trebuchet, and I don't think he ever got around to doing it. Or maybe when I told him how to do it, he didn't fancy it. I don't know, but he was going to. I imagine life without alcohol. I bet more people would use cannabis. All depends, don't it? But I know what you mean. I can't touch drawer now. It makes me instantly paranoid. I have to go in the bedroom, lock the fucking door. Just hope someone doesn't try and talk to me. Being said, had a nice Chinese, Mike, or Indian. No food talk. As you don't know, Bing. Let's not have any food talk. Or is that Bing said, have a nice Chinese, Mike, or Indian with a bottle of beer? Yeah, no more food talk. Bing. And I would warn anyone tonight, I'm not in the mood for wind up. Not saying you're doing that, Bing, but someone already got blocked earlier after I said not to talk about something, deliberately trying to get people to talk about it. I don't believe it either, Marcus. What's that? I'm missing something here. Captain Lecture said, much catapult videos, but I like them. Finger fudged the first part of the comment. It's all right, don't worry about it. I was just warning because, someone genuinely did get blocked earlier. I'm not saying I was going to block anyone, but just warning people. You know what I mean? Right, I'm getting very confused with some of the comments here. I wish this wouldn't keep fucking... Some of you might have to stop swearing if you can help it, because I'm having to constantly approve comments. It's getting on my nerves. It's either that or I'm just going to have to not approve them. It's literally every fucking 2 seconds I'm having to approve a comment. Do they come up? Someone write a swear word just to see if other people can see them. So if you can see them, I'll just leave it. London said I figured my recurve bow too easy. No, you use whatever you want. Use a bow. You know what I mean? Use anything you want, London. London said I'm not really using anything unusual. I'll throw my kunai. You use whatever you want. Right, swear, but don't know when else approves it. Right, Marcus just wrote fuck. Has that come up? Yeah. I don't know. It's just I'm having to literally constantly keep going apply, and it stops me being able to read the stuff. Yeah, it come up now because Liam just approved it. We'll have to forget about all this now. Just don't worry about it. it's all been confusing now. But I need a piss. Right, ignore the swear as much as you want. I'm not going to say don't swear because you know people just write it naturally. Swear as much as you want. It's just yeah, it's slightly putting me off the stream. That's all. Because what you lot can't see is every time someone puts a swear word, a big box comes up on the chat, and all the chat suddenly shoots up, and I can't hardly see it until I approve it. I can't see half the chat. And then when I approve it, it'll shoots down again. So that's not where I see it. I could for next time, London. What I'll do, I'll write that down and I'll look into. I don't know what the fucking the moderating settings on here. I might not be able to do. I'll try. Like on Twitch, you can change it, but I'm not sure if the swearing moderation on here. I may not have any control over it. I know that's all right, Electro. Yeah, it's just some of the stuff. It was getting a bit confusing, and then with the constant chat keep going like this, and Liam, did you say you couldn't do it, or you can? No. I'll tell you what, Liam. What I'd like you to do is approve every single thing you see if you can. I just meant I wanted them to do the swear word to see if other people couldn't see it. But yeah, if you can, any mods. Try and just approve everything when it comes up, if you can. You don't need to. That's getting a vodka shot. Can't risk it, oh man. That's the one thing that stops me drinking, gout. And it's fucking painful enough that you definitely don't. Yeah, I'll look into the moderating settings. Yeah. Write as much swear words as you want. Hopefully I spelled all that right. Oh, I've definitely got it on live chat at least, Liam. Yeah, that's the one good thing on here. It at least is automatically on live chat. Iron Man Spartan said, gout, do you get it in your groin or joints? No, but you can do. I don't know about your groin. It's in your joints. So in all your joints. But what can happen is if you don't stop getting it, it can go from your foot to your ankle to your knee, your hands. Right, see you later, Sailor. I'll stay on a little bit late tonight, by the way. He said, righto, I'm fucking off to bed. See you later, mate. My name said Liam probably doesn't mind. He is highly analytic and introverted like I am. So he probably just enjoys reading and analysing data for mental fun. I know he'd be all right with it. But yeah, it was yeah, it's just because this is new and what's happening. Yeah, what happens is every time there's a swear word, it's fucking shooting the chat up, and I lose where I am. And when it's approved, it shoots back down. So it doesn't matter though. I think I'm getting in a bit of a funny mood tonight. Must be one of them nights tonight. But it has been a good stream actually, and apart from one person deliberately trying to annoy me, and they did, and now they're blocked. It's been a good chat. Let me see if the pop-out chat, because I might be able to do, if I can get the pop-out chat on. and get it ever so slightly longer as well. I can get it the whole screen. That helps. That's a bit better. Yeah, I've now got the. I'll show you if I could. I've now got the chat, the whole entire screen, and wider. Now it's like this. Before it was like that and like that. Now I've got it about that wide, and I should help. I don't need to see myself. Right, where am I? Let's get fucking reading. Can't decide where to start. Right. T2. Bing. Yeah, I've got a channel on already. One of my favourite films. What was Bing saying? I've missed his comment there. Bing said, anyone got the Spike channel from Dust Till Dawn starting 50 minutes? No, I'm not. Oh, no, I might have that. Captain Marcus, I have to tell you all, I don't pay attention. I get the pictures of you and Sailor mixed up from time to time. All of you people look the same. Forgive me, I'm a little lit now. Bush said, nothing worse than getting yeast in your joints. Makes it taste right funny when you smoke it. Then Z said, now a vision of Mike in a bath chair with a huge bandage on his leg. Like they used to depict gout in the comics. That's it, yeah, great big bulging toe. No, ain't nothing like that. I can prove it as well if you like. I'll show you my gout toe if you want. You want to see my gout joint? I'll show you where you get it as well. So you get gout just there. And that goes all red. Can't really see it. But that's where you get it there. I'll glow in the dark. You're right, mate. Yeah, I'll be on a bit late. Sexy old thing, ain't it? That's a bit of porn for some people. Then Z said, oh, no, I read that. Yeah, glow in the dark bus driver. You're right, mate. Good to see you on. Yeah, I'll be on a little bit later tonight, so you still got 15 minutes to catch up to get in. Glow in the dark said, have I missed much? Who's the asshole you had to block? Someone who's been on the last couple of days, no, I suspect it was a troll just waiting to annoy me anyway, because every single thing they'd written was a bit of a provoking thing, but not enough to block them. And then they chose the exact wrong time to do it when I actually was in a fucking mood, and then it's goodbye. You know what I mean? So it's their loss. The regulars, you know, can get away with it a bit more because I know whether you're joking or not. If someone's new to the channel, it's not a good idea winding someone up that you don't really know, because I don't know whether you're joking or not. You know what I mean? This is to no one and everyone sort of thing. You know what I mean? You know, the regulars, I know they're joking or whatever. But yeah. P2 said, Bing, yeah, me too. Chance flicking through the channels. Bing, did you mean the film or the TV series? Has anyone seen the Dust Till Dawn TV series? Calculate, so what's the best smelling oil for blade maintenance? Well, I always like a bit of WD-40. WD-40 actually smell. You can get a WD-40 aftershave now, can't you? I think. Jumbo said, that's put me right off my foot fetish. Timber said, what is the M16 AR-50 on board? That's an M4 BB gun. I think it's an M4 BB gun anyway. Iron Man said, Mike, you would make a good pub landlord. A bit like, oh mate, you have ID. Glenn Dart said, yeah, you get these twats and they seem quite provoking folk and starting trouble. That's it. Reference on hand-wise sword oil is nice coconut oil. Londinium said, Mike knows anything offensive I say is not serious and just a joke. Well, that's it. That's the thing. The more people are on here, I know who's joking and who isn't. And I know, you know what I mean? But yeah, my only advice to people who I like, you know, if, as I've said before, if you've got no real name, no picture, no videos, no playlist, no nothing, and you've only been on twice, chances are, if you're saying weird things, I'm going to take it that they're a troll. You know what I mean? Chances are it might not be, but they've got to. It's like in real life. You don't take the piss out of people like you do your mates until you get to know them, sort of thing. Being said, film, mate. I've watched the TV series, but only the first season. I recommend it. Heard season 2 has Danny Trejo. Oh yeah, you mentioned it, didn't you, Bing? I remember now. Or someone mentioned that about Danny Trejo being in it. By the way, if it looks like I'm leaning to the side more, it's because I'm trying to look at myself in the my slow mo's coming up to here on the screen for me. If I sit here, I can't see myself. I have to sort of sit like that. Not that I need to see myself, but I still like to know what's going on. Mark said, banter has got to be done with people you know well. Agreed. That's it, isn't it, Mark? It is. It has. Because the other problem, because the thing is, I know, they may watch me every day, but the thing is, if I don't know them, I've got to be careful with the banter, basically. You know what I mean? Especially if especially considering I said I was in a funny mood as well. Captain Electro, if there were a video of feet soaking in WD-40, the guys commenting about the foot fetish earlier would lose their minds. I think they would. Imagine. Or a gun, not a gun, feet soaking in WD-40 playing around with a gun. Landim said, hey, Liam, it is actually made of coconut oil, though. I've never had hand weight oil. I don't think, not recently anyway, that I remember. Bing said, yeah, that was me a few weeks ago when I spent 20 minutes talking about Quentin Tarantino films. Yeah, I remember you saying about Danny Trejo, but I like Quentin Tarantino stuff. I know there are some people who don't. I think Zed don't. But yeah, I quite like his stuff. I think purely because I like the things Quentin Tarantino likes. So like quite a few of the films that influence Quentin Tarantino are also my favourite films. Marcus said some women have really sexy feet. Just saying, got a bit of a fetish. I'll give it a Marcus. Marcus just let a secret out then. Foot fetish never done anything for me personally. I said, Mike, can you do a mock-up bar where your sofa and your gun? I probably could actually. Yeah, one day we'll look into that. If you want, yeah, I'll do that one day. I'll get my table out that I do some of my reviews on. Cheers, Liam, or whoever it was who approved that. Yeah, save me doing it. Glenn Dark said, yuck. Feet fetish. Scottish saying is gads. Is that what you call feet? Gads. I like watching Limmy, and I've got some of the sort of Scottish slang from that. But gads I hadn't heard of. When I said the Londonian, doesn't surprise me. It doesn't irritate my hands when I use it either, which is good. Man said feet are ugly and they stink. I have a nose fetish. I certainly know. Well, that I like certain noses on women. Zed said I like most of Tarantino's. Or maybe it wasn't you then, Zed. Maybe it was someone else. I thought it was you. Maybe it wasn't you then. Now said chins. Chins, is it? Yeah. I suppose, yeah. People, you do have things that you, yeah. Perhaps I said we got into fetish territory now. I don't mind. It's better than the two other things I said for us not to talk about. The three things. No, I can put up with fetishes for the end of the evening. Bing said he's on about Tarantino's foot fetish with Uma Thurman, whatever her name is, bird from Kill Bill. But yes, yeah, and in Death Proof, he's doing it. It's supposed to be Kurt Russell's hand tickling all his feet, and it's really fucking Quentin Tarantino. Oh, so Gads means or yucky horrible. Ah, right, yeah. I always liked greeting or greets. He was greeting, meaning he was crying. I don't know if that's saying it right, but yeah, greeting for crying. Websoft said if someone has a cock fetish, though, yeah, not that. No, I ain't got no latex porn on, man. Mark said, back of a woman's neck. Will said, do you like Austin Powers movement? I don't mind them. I'm not a massive fan of them, but I do find them funny. But yeah, I like them. I mean, you know, like I haven't bought them on DVD or anything. I think I got one of them on DVD. Video base, yeah. About time you turned up for the fetishes. People deny watching hentai are scum. Don't be ashamed that you like what you saw. I know. There's pussies, aren't they? Got to admit it. But I didn't even say that. I actually saw a mixture of sesame oil and I actually use a mixture of sesame oil and natural oils for my swords. Just to make them smell like food. So when you open up my products, it smells like dinner time. Marcus, stop putting comments and let me read them and then deleting them. Well, I'm going to go off in a minute. Right, I'll let you lot. Right, Western Johnson, I've read about really weird fetish before. Like golden shower, taken most disgusting extreme. I don't know if I want to look that up. You describe it to me. No, I'm going to do it. I'm going to click it. Bread soaked in urine. Fuck's sake. No, would not want that. No, I'm shutting that down. That's all I'm reading. I don't read no more about that. You're right, okay, to a logical conclusion, like to say. Right, I'm going to stay until 10 past, and that's it. It's 7 past by my clock. Tim said, rock and roll machines, gun bimbos from the 90s, topless women firing auto rifles was my favourite fetish. That sounds quite good. Then it's a video based. What the fuck is hentai? It's something to do with people eating shit or something. I hope he answered you. Did he give you an answer for that? It's basically a sort of Japanese, whatever, cartoon porn. But, you know, quite weird. There ain't no gimps in my closet, oh man. No, you might have one. I don't. I don't know if I'm cupboards in here. Where would I fit them? Behind the sofa's full of guns. And if you don't believe me, I'll prove it. Ain't no gimp behind here, mate. Behind here. Guns. 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 And the rest. Perfect fucking place for him behind there. You only just got on, Tim. I'm going off in a minute. Oh, I said my gimp starved to death. I think water and birdseed. I bet you would be a stingy bastard with a gimp as well, wouldn't you? Sat there drinking booze in front of it, eating all this lovely food. And then the old pigeon on the tree gets more food than the gimp does. Jumper's Harbour is a great place to bed. A bit of pump action. Fuck's sake. Certainly is, though, ain't it? Certainly is. Poor Gimp. It probably is a starvation fetish. No more talking about food. Already got triggered a minute ago. Talking about fucking coconut and fucking sesame seeds. That's enough. That's what I mean. That's enough for me. That is enough to do it. Not you lot's fault, it's mine. I just got no fucking willpower. I'll go and eat some fucking gherkins or something, so at least it's not I'm being quite strict tonight, aren't I? And a moody bastard. Right, I'm going to go off now, and then I'm going to have to try and... I'll tell you what, I'll down that, and I'll... yeah, I'll try and force myself not to eat, and I'll let you know whether I manage not to or not. Yeah, cheers for watching, everyone. Excuse me if I was being a bit moody earlier, because I was. I don't know why. I think it's just, you know, as I mentioned, getting the fucking things sort of wind me up a little bit. Yeah. So hopefully, in a couple of days, there should be a shooting competition video on. But yeah, it has been a good laugh tonight. Actually, I did enjoy it. Yeah, hopefully there should be a shooting competition soon. No, cheers, Mark. No, I think I hide it quite well, but oh yeah, don't forget to message me, and I'll pass your details on to Liam. You've only got to email me, and then I'll send your email to Liam, or I can give you Liam's email. You know what I mean? I'm still waiting for that. But yeah. Oh yeah, I think you wrote it there. Yeah, I'll send you an email to get hold of. Yeah, that's it. Glenda. Yeah, yeah. Send me it. And I'll just, you know, I'll just pass you on his email or whatever. Yeah, 33. Like that's good actually, isn't it? Dumber Riggs. Right, I'll see you all soon. I might do a random one in the week. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. That was a good laugh tonight. Yeah, I ignored a bit of the last bit of the chat, but right. See you all later. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out my 2 latest videos, the shooting competition and the gun one I did today, but mainly the shooting competition. All right. Thank you all for watching. See you later. Cheers for the mods for doing the approving. See you a lot later. I'll sort that out in a minute. Good night.